Hi guys, here I'm back and this is episode 46 of my wonderful series, and in today's episode we're gonna be doing the Nether Tunnels, setting up the decoration over there, and then in a future episode we'll be doing the inside decoration of the space I've told you. And in order to do that we have to gather a lot of materials. The first one, which is some amethyst here, and this is all the amethyst I've stored into my storages since a long time, and I hope I'll get quite a lot of shards as we need many blocks of amethyst. So we are gonna be starting right now. Over here in our inventory is all the amount I've gathered and all the amount I've got. I believe I have a bit more into my chests over here, but it might not be a good quantity. Yes, I have some. That might be a good start to do the Nether Tunnels, but I definitely think that this won't be enough to do the Nether Tunnels. So I believe Nether Tunnels won't be possible to do them really long, but I'll try to do as much as I can, and I'll be gathering some amethyst geodes and continuing Nether Tunnels by the time I'll be in my world. So we are gonna do the basics today, and also the basic entrance to the space in between. Let me show you really quick in here in the Nether. So we are going through the portal, and once the terrain loads, we are gonna be trying to start the patterns that will go in either side, and then wait, what is doing a homelin here? I'll kill him. Maybe I hadn't for the achievement. But if we go up above here, we are gonna be doing the entrance and the pattern of the floor over here, to be prepared for a future episode in which we'll be doing finally the house over here, and other houses hang it in the wall, some lanterns coming from the ceilings, and I will be revealing you this right now after a long time of waiting. We're gonna be doing a strider pool here with an access to the bottom lava lakes, lava ocean I mean. So that's our objective for this and the next episode. And in today's episode, if we have time, we might be decorating also this place. So I hope this episode isn't that long, even though it might be for me to do this episode. We have some blocks, we can do a part of the tunnel, and I'll have to work on expanding it for a future. So as I said, the Nether Tunnels will be based on a bit of blackstone all the way to a certain point where there will be some calcite ring going around, and then kind of a bridge with some amethyst all over the place, and some copper making some pillar support, and black deep slate in between. There'll be some glass and panels to show where you have to go, and this will be pretty much it. The problem is we'll need quite some calcite as well, and I don't think we have some. I've tried to add the least amount of it, as I know it's a hard block to get in survival, but we'll have to do rings each and every time there's some copper pillars. And yes, copper pillars might be easier to do than the actual calcite ring, but calcite rings will require just 10 or so calcite per ring, and there will be a few amounts of them. So hopefully we'll have enough calcite, as here we have already some, and if it isn't enough, I will have to search for other geodes, and even maybe new places, the new stony peaks, where you can find some sometimes. Searching around, I found this mesa biome that was in another direction from my base. I just want to find some geodes or stony peaks, and this might be the right way, as we are in some hot biomes, and near hot and high, tall, yes, how you wanna say it, hot biomes. You can find some stony peaks instead of snowier mountain biomes. This makes much more sense. So we are here in the good area, but we are not here to visit the mine shaft, so I'll get out. I'll remember that there is a mine shaft over here. And there might be a stony peaks over here actually. Oh, and there's one because there's a transition in between biomes. And yes, here we have some calcite, exactly what I wanted. This is my new objective, get all the calcite that there is in this biome. So let's meet up when I have it all. I've gathered some calcite over here. I will just get the last block. Oh, there was one dropped out in the ground, and even another one. So I'll place it to have exactly the same amount of blocks to fulfill a stack. But I won't be taking it all, as we will certainly have a nether portal to this mesa biome. It's quite a huge one, and quite a tall one as well. In the other side we have the stony peaks with some more calcite over here, but the main part of it is right over where we were just a moment ago. All this calcite over here will be way a good quantity, I want to say. Here we have the biggest part of it. We'll have plenty of it once we'll collect it, but not for today, as today is not the plan to gather all this mesa biome. This mesa biome will be dedicated to gathering, and this might become, yes, an outdoor mine. I'll also get just right now the few coal that there is over here. I really need some coal at my base, so even though I've got only 31 coal ores, those are quite good. So now let's straight go to our villager area and farm up a bit more emeralds in order to get some glass, because we'll need quite some glass. And then we'll need also some dyes, but we have the white dye and we only need some blue dye, so maybe, well, I'm gonna decide if we use lapis or flowers. But first I've noticed there's a sheep over here. And is there something good feather falling? No. And not even the moss blocks now, as we aren't in 1.17. And I know where there is a lush cave. I've showed you in the past episode, I believe. Oh, but there's one diamond, so really good idea to check over here. I won't be checking up the one of the treasure map, as now I don't want to spend too much time on doing other things. And I'll try quickly to get back to the village. And here we are farming some glass now, I guess, for the next few half an hour, I would say, because time for the villagers to restock their items is quite high. So I'll be gathering some over the course of the next hour also. Some trades with villagers later, and we have ourselves some glass over here. We can take it, and indeed first we need dye. I've got some lapis lazuli and I've done some dye. Now it's time to get the light blue glass that we need for this project. Let's get this one in place and let's do all of it if we can. I hope I don't click when there is the light blue glass, but now we've done the right one and here we have it. So now it's time to go to the nether and dig the tunnels that are missing, and then actually we'll start up by decorating the area with the resources that we have. Also, first of all, we'll need a bit of basalt, but that I can do it off camera. No basalt, no blackstone, but that is fine, it's just a tiny bit. and I don't need to show you. However, before starting the decoration, I want to show you the three tunnels that I've done now, and the one that I did before starting the episodes, those ones that are kind of important. The first one is the one that goes to the skeleton spawner over here, and I've moved it just up here. It's kind of a weird spot here, but we'll have to camouflage it a bit. Then if we go towards the turning right here, which is I believe the north direction facing south. Oh, this one is the south. Sorry, the south tunnel. This one goes over here, and we'll have the villager portal over here linked up. It won't be down there anymore, as there was too many guys shooting at me time to time. And here I have to do the tunnel today to block gas from shooting at me when I'm going here. I'm lucky right now there wasn't any. If we go all the way to the most deep of this tunnel, there's a turning over here. This will be the continuation of it, but for now it goes over here. We can go really fast on this tunnel, which is kind of long. But once we reach the end over here, we have the Nether Fortress just below us here. You remember when we had a long pass going and flying with Lytras, or maybe in the first episode where we discovered this nether fort? Now we have an easy access to it. Problem is, there's too many magma cubes over here, so I don't know if when I will get a boat it will work quite well. And the last one, the one that I did in between episodes, is all the way the other place. And so when you reach the turning to the south tunnel, which goes where I showed you, we can continue straight in the west tunnel, I believe, yes, in the west tunnel. And here we have the ending of it because it doesn't go anywhere for now. But here we have the turning, and if we go to the end of it, we have a portal, and we are going to go to the mushroom field which we found to breed the cows. So really good destinations with the portal now. It's time to start up the decoration, and once we have the basic pattern, I'll have to work and work many hours until I show you the result. Let's meet up once we have the basic setup. Here we have the basic layout. We have the cut copper and yeah, the cut copper over here, it has to oxidize in order for this to be good. This will be repeated and there will be some corners and continuing up to the spots. In the next clip everything will be done, so there will be a huge cut in between. And we have some soul lanterns with some deep slate, slabs and stairs, some glass, a lot of amethyst, some calcite, and there will even be some signs when there's the turn to make. But this is the main part of the tunnel. Once there will be some smaller ones, each one of them will have their own decorations. But for now, I haven't the time and the inspiration to do all of them. So I'll do the basic ones, and in a future time, I'll do some smaller ones and show you once one is done, and another day I do another one and I show you. So from the centerpiece we have a tiny tunnel that will be repeated with 2 gold blocks, and once we reach a bit of furtherness, then it will start with the main decoration. This will be applied for the 4 sides, the 3 sides, this one and this one, because the other one when it's turning has already gone out of this nether tunnel. So there will be also 2 gold blocks over here spaced out with 12 blocks, and then the layout that we have over there, and it will continue with some tunnels going through the sides with in the future their own decorations, and this will be our basic design. Even though right now I can't show you too well because they haven't oxidized. I've just done that a minute ago, and as they are pillars, it might take a while. You know, I had to run out of amethyst, so I went on a trip and I explored the spawn chunks to find some of the amethyst that I'm showing right now on screen. I hope now I'll have enough to continue with the project, as I found 6, and one of them, the second one, is enormous. It's also time that we mine the amethyst from the geodes that I've showed you, and here we are. Here are the results, perfectly matching up to lines I didn't expect. And let's crack on, finishing the tunnel.
One eternity later.
Update progress. Here we have the tunnel going through the west. I won't continue it for now, but this is the pattern. Over there is just the mushroom field, so I don't feel like completing this as there's nothing really important. On this side, the south tunnel, it goes to the village now. It has been done quite a bit of progress. Here we have the portal to the village. I'll try to add some kind of notification here to let know that this is the village. And I would really like to continue it over here, but for now I feel like it's too much work for me. Even though it goes to the Nether fort, this will be something to do later on. But we still have two other sides to do that I haven't. The the I don't remember the names. The north and the other, which is the no. This one is the north and this one is the east. Yes, I'm kind of bad at English. You can understand me. So I'll try to do the basic layout and one or two modules of the decorated things. Mostly for this one won't go far away and this one won't go that far as well. I'll try to do the basic things and show you the final result. The final result is over here. This is the southwest tunnel. Here we have the signs showing where we have to go. Straight is the west and turning left is the south. Over here I've not continued along the tunnel. It goes just to the village. The most important thing, even though there's the Wither Skeleton farm, we haven't any farm, but I mean the Nether Fortress, and I should continue this path leading over there. And if we go the other way, I've done the two other tunnels as I said in the last clip, and here we have the tunnel of the north. It goes over here and it starts with the decoration, but as there's nothing, I didn't want to push it too far because it consumes a lot of amethyst, and right now, even though I've gotten a lot of amethyst geodes, it's long for them to grow. So I'll have to wait a few hours or days so that I can get enough amethyst to do all the tunnels. And I'm also getting kind of sick about those golems spawning everywhere, so I don't really know what I have to do. But maybe I'll have to do a mob switch in future episodes, but for that it will require quite some weird skeletons. And I will also look at how it works, as I don't want to have just some withers over there and not be able to unactivate it. But I would really like to have one and have it activated most of the time. And if we come over here, we have the east tunnel, which will go now to the end over here. I've moved the portal up above, so there wasn't any way down. It's just straight. But for now we haven't any design here. It will be end blocks related. And if we continue straight, this leads to the ice, where the icebergs, where I collect some of the ice. And I've expanded a bit, but not that much, because I'm running out of amethyst. And here we have signs again, in each sign. And I think this is pretty much it. I will conclude this episode here. If you enjoyed it, you know what you have to do. And we'll see us in the next episode, where we'll be building this strider pool over here. Bye bye.